a roadmap for innovation in SME sector of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Here, my co-authors are Dr. Iskar Hussain, and basically he is the principal author. Unfortunately, he is out of country, so I have assumed the responsibility to present this work over here. Then Mr. Zafar Iqbal and Mr. Fagh Hussain. I am Ghulam Iqbal from University of Port Azad Jammu and Kashmir. I will try my best to conclude this whole discussion before the first ring, inshallah. First of all, basic introduction of knowledge management, that it is the creation of knowledge, followed by knowledge organization, sharing, dissemination, and application, as well as the use of knowledge. So this is the whole process of knowledge management. Knowledge management is no doubt a noteworthy factor for success of firms and significant precursor for innovation of organizations. Then, as far as innovation is concerned, we are well aware about it that this is a milestone for every firm. And in this dynamic environment, it is very much important for firms to innovate continuously so that they can survive in competitive environment. There are different empirical studies that have earlier been conducted in this context. One important outcome relevant to innovation is that a configuration of novel knowledge that assists the business to create and define internal business procedures and arrangements that create market-sustained products and services. So this research basically aims to examine the implementation of different knowledge management processes that can be vital for innovative organizational capabilities in SME sector. Specifically, we have targeted the SME sector from Azad Jammu and Kashmir. Adopting and implementing knowledge processes can support SMEs owners as well as managers to utilize and realize the innovation, competitiveness, and organizational performance. Of course, it is very much difficult to perform effectively without having a proper knowledge management and then innovative activities. So, what the contribution is that present research adds to the literature on knowledge management and innovation in SMEs by mirroring the association between knowledge management processes and organizational innovation in the context of small and medium enterprises. This is the important thing, that is what the research framework is. Within the framework of knowledge management process, we have identified 6 different major variables. These are the knowledge identification or creation, which basically refers to ability of a firm to generate the knowledge. This is relevant to attaining the novel concepts and novel constituents. Then the second thing is, which is relevant to collection of knowledge. Knowledge can be collected from within the organization as well as outside the organization. And the organization will have to continuously update this knowledge as well. The third important component or element of this whole process is relevant to organization of knowledge. That is the integration of collected knowledge at one place. Either it is collected from within the organization or outside the organization. Then the next component, which is relevant to storage of knowledge, which is very much important. The companies should have electronic databases and relevant to the storage of skills data of employees. Then another is the knowledge dissemination. If you have the knowledge, you should share with others. You should disseminate properly for the betterment of all. And of course, this is basically a continuous learning process where you are sharing means the companies are sharing their information with others and getting something in return from the others. So there should be a mutual cooperation regarding the transmission of knowledge. So the companies should have certain parameters regarding the dissemination of knowledge to reports, periodicals, and other things. The next thing that we have identified is the application of knowledge. The companies have identified the knowledge, collected the knowledge, analyzed it, and analyzed it. Now the next and very much important step, of course, is the application. If application is proper, then the outcome will be proper. And if application is improper, of course, the fruitful results cannot be achieved. So, this is the methodology that what we did. This is a positive approach, as there are well-established theories regarding the knowledge management, and to support that we have collected the empirical data. The data was quantitative in nature. We have distributed the questionnaire to different managers and owners of SMEs in Azad Jammu and Kashmir, and then got the responses from there. Data collection procedure, of course, is the structured questionnaire that was personally distributed. These are the results. Correlation table and this regression table. As far as correlation table is concerned, this shows that all the variables are positively and significantly correlated with the innovation. And this is the regression table. Again, this shows that all the components or all the elements have a direct positive and significant impact on innovation of the firms. And if we talk about the relative importance or contribution, so knowledge application, knowledge application is missing. I think it was cut in the slide. That is very much important in this context, and its role is more significant. So, what the findings are? First thing is that in terms of knowledge creation and collection, it was found that SMEs recognize the need for creation of both scientific and social knowledge, and the benefits of knowledge management have been realized. But what the problem was, we have identified that the things are not much proper. The firms are now moving towards proper mechanism for this whole activity. Unfortunately, till now this is a random approach, and ad hoc approaches have been used. Knowledge organizing and storage were found to be highly dependent on implies interchange across the organizations and implies interaction. The SMEs were found to be more dependent on people-based knowledge organization and storage. The next one is that approaches to knowledge dissemination as part of knowledge management system were found to be mainly ad hoc, as I have described earlier, with a little use of more sophisticated techniques. Overall results reveal that knowledge management process have a constructive and noteworthy impact on innovation in SME sector of Azad Jammu and Kashmir. And as we have seen in results that all the variables, that is identification, collection, organizing, storage, then its dissemination and application have positive and significant impact on innovation capacity of the organizations. So at the end, there are a few recommendations. First one is that knowledge management concepts, principles, and practices have much offer to SME sector where scarce resources, closeness to customers, and few layers prevail. Basically, in SMEs there are more direct interaction of owners, managers, and customers. Then SMEs should focus on social interaction and knowledge sharing to enhance the innovative capabilities, and innovation is very much important, so firms must engage in such activities. Then SMEs can benefit from knowledge management strategies to innovate for competitive sustainability. Then improved knowledge management can become a source of innovation, creativity, and competitiveness. Therefore, the organization should do this on a regular basis. Again, knowledge dissemination approaches should be regular, should be constructive. Then SMEs should also focus on business efficiency and planning. And the last one is that for sustainable competitive advantage, SMEs need to innovate continuously by creating and sharing the new knowledge. Thank you very much.